Hi everybody, this is Sundar again, and for today's challenge, we have to make a React to-do app. Just a React app, and we'll be using Tailwind with it. We won't be making any backend. We'll be instead using this JavaScript API, JSON API. It's a placeholder API which provides us with some basic stuff like users and albums and comments and posts and photos and to-dos. And each of these items has the following routes of get, post, put, patch, and delete. We'll be utilizing these routes to fetch our data. And we'll be using React and Tailwind to show it on the front end side. Okay, so what we are going to do today is, so I've already removed all of the unimportant things from our React app, and I will be listing down all of the steps of how you can make this React app in the description below. You can check out the description. I'm not going to go over the entire process again, just for the sake of saving time. It takes a lot of time for us to go through the process of starting up from the very bottom of creating the app. Okay, so I have app.jsx, which I have completely emptied. We don't have anything in here. I have index.css with only a Tailwind import, and I have main.jsx, which has all of the stuff that comes with the template. So initially, what we are going to do is we are just going to test out our Tailwind install and see if it's working. I'm just going to go over here and say class name, bg ember 200, and it screen with full text center. And we will just be checking out if these things are working. Oh, it's not yet running. Let me just run npm run start. Sorry, it's npm run dev. Okay, and we have, okay, it's working. As we can see, our classes are taking effect, our text is centered, and background is amber colored. So we don't need this anymore. What we are going to do here is we are going to create a new component called todo.jsx. Right, and we are going to use our React snippets to create a new component called to-do. This component, what it's going to do is it's going to hold for us one single to-do, right? And I am just going to save it here. In fact, please remind me being a little bit here and there. The reason is, oh, I actually didn't start the timer. Shit, apologies. We are going to start it now. We haven't yet done anything very of an impact. So if you find me a little bit here and there, please ignore. The reason is that I have some fever and sore throat and stuff. And we can just say here h1 to do. Okay. And I'm just going to actually we need to install React Router DOM, npm install React Router DOM and browser router. This is what we will be needing for our routes. So we, oh, okay. We can go here. We can simply do import router routes and route from React Router DOM, and I think that's that's it for now. And just for the sake of simplicity, what we are going to do for now is we are going to import this to do over here so that we can see it, right? We can see it over there. Cool. Now, first of all, we are going to fetch the to-do item. So, and then, no, we are not going to fetch the to-do item over here. Actually, we are going to make another component called to-do list.jsx. And we are going to fetch all of the to-dos over there. Right. And we are going to have const exactly. You don't need the new to-dos right now. What we need is a useEffect. Okay. And here we will be fetching the to-dos from API. Fetch here will be our methods get content type application JSON. And here we will be putting our JSON placeholders link. Right, and once we have all of these to-dos, what we can do then is process the response, set the to-dos, and actually this is, what are we missing? We are, okay. So here we are going to have an empty container, and in this we are going to import our to-do, right? The single one. And I'm not going to, useEffect is not defined. We have to import useEffect. Yes. And what's useState is also not defined. So we are going to import useState. To-dos is declared but never used. Okay. So what we have to do now is we are going to iterate over these to-dos and render the to-do, the single to-do with this map, right? Each to-do is going to be passed down, and we need to set up these parameters in the to-do component so that we can receive them as well. Each component will have a key attribute, a title attribute, and a completed attribute. Okay, this is initially. We can just take out the completed attribute for now. Key is necessary because when you are mapping over something in JavaScript or like in React in a JSX file, you have to provide a key to it so that each of these items is uniquely identifiable. So we are going to go here and we are going to destructure these straight up and call it key and title. Cool. And each div we can assign key item is going to be key, and this is going to be title. Awesome. Now if we go here, we don't have anything. Let's see, this is probably because we might have an error, which we don't. Oh, it's because we don't have the to-do list imported anywhere. So we can go into the app.jsx, and here, now what we are going to do is we are going to define instantiate a router. In this router are going to be routes, and in those routes, there's going to be a route, and the default route should lead not to to-do but to-do list. Okay, now we have an error. It says cannot read properties of undefined reading path name. Why is that? And where is it stemming from? Why are we getting this error? Let me see. Oh, I told you I have my mind a little bit here and there today due to the fever and everything. But let's see. No. Okay. Actually, we have to import browser router here. Browser router as router. This should technically solve our, absolutely it solves our problem, and we have all of the list of the to-dos. Okay, now we can just check if what are the items that we have or have. We have a user ID, we have an ID, we have a title, and we have completed. Cool. And for each of this, we are passing here to do.id, title, and now we can also pass completed equals to do dot completed. It's completed, yes. This is going to be a Boolean value, which we are going to receive over here. Completed. And now we can go on with designing our first of all, we will design our to-do list. Oh, no, actually. It's going to be a div, class name. Okay, that works. Now we can just keep on adding classes over here. We can say BG blue 50, and color, sorry, font, text should be black. There should be padding 4. There should be shadow LG. Let's see how that looks for us. Okay, for now it looks like this. We can also give it some margin 4s. Cool, this is going to be our main one, right? The main div that we have. What else can we do for this one? Do we need to have, like, do we need to give it a complete? We can maybe do max width to Excel. Yep, that separates as well. Now we can go ahead with designing the simple to do. We can do BG, blue, maybe 200. Okay, that's all. We can go with the complete dark one. Let's say 900. Okay. Margin can be 2, padding can be 4, and what else can we do? Text can be white. It has to be rounded LG, and it has to have shadows, maybe. Okay, each one is pretty separated, but I still don't like the color, so we can go back to being text black, and we can do BG pink 200. That looks nice. It looks really nice. Cool. We can also give it some kind of a simple border pink 400. No border beans can be nice. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to slightly stylize the H1 as well. How are we going to stylize it? We can do text LG, maybe. Cool. And okay, we can initially have this. Sorry, I had a little interruption. My mom came in, so I had to pause the video. Okay, Going back again, we are stylizing the H1, right? So far, I think it looks fine. We can use this completed to change the background color. If a div is completed, so we can go ahead with, actually, firstly, we have to make it like this. And there we can have this, and here we can check if it is completed. So we can add maybe a class of bg green 200 and border green 200. And if that is not the case, then what we can do is we can add these original classes of color pink. So it's going to show us pink color if the to-do hasn't yet been completed. See? But our border pink class is not working because it's... Oh, why is it not working? Our border green is not working, or pink is not working. Oh, it's border green 200. We can't have 200. This is why. See, we need to remove this from here, and we have to have a border green 400. Nice. Now it's looking nice. These are all the to-dos that are completed. We could also have it in a different way, but we are not going to. Instead, now what we have to do is we have to start with creating the CRUD. Okay, so another component, I'm going to close all of these things that are no longer required to be opened. And I'm going to start with another component called create todo.jsx. Cool. We are going to use again React snippets, create to do, and here we are going to have an input. Sorry. Enter your to do and a button add. Cool. Here we can have a class name, bg. What color to use? I think the pink color looks really nice. We can go for a pink 300, and padding can be 4, margin can be 4, and text center. And we can also do add new to do. Okay, we are not importing this anywhere, so it's not showing anywhere now. So I'm gonna go over here, and in the to-do list component, right above we are listing all of the to-dos. I am going to import this create to-do component. Cool. And it shows over here. Now we are going to style our input as well. Class name, border gray 200, and padding can be 4, margin can be 4 maybe. Let's see. Okay. Minimum width can be 2XL. No, maybe XL is fine. Cool. Now we should be able to add a to-do here, enter a to-do title here, and like add it to the list, and it should be able to show here. It might not show here. The reason being, since our placeholder API is it's a placeholder API, we don't actually have an API, but we are going to implement the function even then. Okay. We are going to have a to-do over here. Okay, add to do, and on this we are going to say on click. add to do, and here again we are going to use the fetch API provided by JavaScript. Fetch is actually provided by JavaScript itself, and we are going to where is the it's post and to-dos. We are going to copy this link address, paste it over here, and it's a post. And we have title, we have completed false, and we also need to provide a user ID 1. Okay, we have an error here. Why do we have an error? I think we are missing something. Okay, this is completing over here. Oh, we left this incomplete. And cool. We still have an error. Okay, we are probably missing quite a lot of stuff. So then is closing over here. This is closing, and then we need another closer. What are we still missing? Okay. Cool. Okay, so you see just a single parenthesis or semicolon missing somewhere can cause us a lot of stress in a very short amount of time. Cool, so we have our to-do function done as well. We can just, for now, what we are doing is we are making the call to the to-dos API with a post method and providing it into the body or to-do that we are creating. For now, the title is a completely it's a string. It's not a variable, so we are going to create a string over here. Title, set title, and we don't need to do the completed part for now. What we need to do is we can go here and set the value to title, and we can do a handle change here. Okay, it's on change. We don't need that. We'll be using E, and we can do E dot. Now it's actually set title E dot target dot value, and this is going to manage all of our, we haven't imported the useState. Import useState from React. Cool. Okay, we can just remove all of these and see if we have any new errors. Key is not a prop. Trying to access it will result. Oh, so in our to do here, do we have a key prop or do we not? Let me just see the list function. We actually do, but I think we can't use it. Okay, we don't need to. Oh, okay, so we can't use it as a prop over here, and we don't need to do this either, actually. So it's a mistake. Cool. Now we can check if we still have that error. Yeah, we don't. I'm going to just start another to do and then try to add it. This and see what happens. This is a new to do. Add to do, and it adds our to do, and it still says new to do. And the reason for that is because even though we added it into the input, we didn't change it over here. So we are going to say title. Cool. Now we can do this again and see, this is a new to do. So our to do is being saved. Okay. Now we have to do the edit part and the delete part. Okay, let's see how much time do we have left. We are 22 minutes. I think we won't need a lot more than that. Okay. In our list function, actually, let's just separate our create to do for the ease of the time for now. And usually that's how it is. We don't usually have the create part right over there. So here we can have an h1 with class name, text to Excel, and here we can say all to-dos. We can actually give this a little bit of some more styling over here. Cool, that looks nice. And we can also give it some padding. Why should be 5? Nice. Cool. And then we can also have a button over. Actually, just let's do this. That's actually fine. We are going to go to app and we are going to create a new route over here. Create and import that. Actually, we didn't import this, so we are going to import. Yes. We don't need this anymore. We can go back here. And we are going to give this some class as well, which looks fine to me. And we also can say items center. And that's nice. We can also round this button. Rounded LG. Nice. And now if I go over here and I click this, we are here in the create one. Okay, I can also add another class of cursor pointer. Oh, we are on the other one. Okay, we can also style this just a little bit better. Class name. Yes, flex and BG blue 50. It's nice. We can also give this a background. BG gray 100. Oh, that looks bad. We can give it BG white straight up. That's nice. And okay, and we can also give this auto. You should center it. Y should be 4. Nice. Okay, now we can go back to our it's still showing over here, which it should not be. Okay, just refresh it once. Cool. And if we go here, it's nice. If we go back, it's nice. Now we have to do edit and delete. So for each of these to-dos, we are going to provide it with an ID over here. In each of these, or what can we do? We can just go over here in the to-do one, and here we can add another div sorry, add our h1 in here and do against this h1 we can have a delete button, or what can we have? Okay, button, and for now we can do this, and we can have a button over here which can have edit. Cool. What are we missing, bro? No, we are definitely missing something. This is closing here, this is closing here, we are closing. Okay, say class name, bgred, class name, oh no, long. Class name, bg, maybe yellow, p2, rounded, algae. Edit and delete are appearing over here. Okay, we can also add some classes over here, and we can say grid calls to, and gap can be 2, and okay. No, actually, it's fine that way. We can just do justify end. That's nice. And these can also have margin 2 and margin 2. Cool. I actually don't seem to like the colors. BG red can be 6 and BG amber can be 6, maybe. No, this looks bad. We can do yellow. Oh, we don't have yellow in 600, 400. Nah, we can do blue maybe. Looks ugly. Okay, we can do maybe black. Not 600, can be just straight up black. We can do gray. Oh, we can actually do BG. This is a nice color that I like, but it's not really looking good. Okay, let's just have it for now. We have to complete the functionality first. Okay, so we will have now an const edit to do, and we will complete this function over here first, and we will get an ID of the to do in this function. And what we are going to do is we are going to implement import not React. We are going to import use navigate, and we are going to do const navigate is equals to use navigate. We didn't spell it right. Const navigate, and then we are going to navigate to create not state. We're going to pass this into parameters. Okay. And then there's also delete to do. Okay, we are just going to make a call to the delete function, and we need this placeholder, JSON placeholder.ip code. Yes, ID, we have to delete it, and here we go. And then what we can do here is we can say on click, delete to do, and here on click, we are going to we do have the ID over here. Oh, actually we have to pass the ID. Okay, we don't need to do this then. We can simply go ahead and do edit to do, and this ID we don't need to pass over here. We are going to get it over here. Okay, let's go back and say ID. This is going to be todo.id. Cool. It looks nice. We can go with, oh, we haven't actually yet set the route, so we can go route. That's nice. Cool. Now if we do edit, it's going to take us here with the edit, and it's object since we are not receiving it in the create to do, right? And if we go back over here and we say delete, see there's an empty response, which means it's deleted, right? So our delete is working nice. We will show our states of API calls as well in just a little while, but I'll need to complete the create part first in order to be able to receive the ID over there and edit it. We can say use params from React router DOM, and here we can say ID use params. ID is not used anywhere, right? So but we can, now we have to also fetch it. So we are going to do useEffect, and with useEffect we will actually see we are actually setting it up with ID, and if ID exists, then we fetch it from the JSON placeholder API and then set that title to the receive title, right? Cool. And then we also have to make another function, which is going to be update const update to do, and then in this one we are going to use the put event, the put method with the ID of the to do to save this to do and not create a new one. So whenever you are creating a new element in the backend, usually you use the post method to do that, and if you are updating an element on the backend, you use the put method to do that. Okay, so the update to do function, we are going to use it over here. We will check if we have ID. If ID, so we are going to do update to do and return. If we don't have the ID, then we will use the post method. Okay, going back here, if we say delete, it deletes. If we say edit, we go here with edit, and we still don't have that. Okay, object, why are we getting object here? Let's see. Why are we getting object? We have ID, Edit to do. Oh, why do we? Okay, go back, go to edit, and perfect. Ta-da! Right. Now our app is entirely complete. but we are going to do just some adjustments for a better user experience. What's the time? The time is 37. In 37 minutes, we have completed our entire to-do app. We can delete, we can do everything that is required of us. But I'm going to give you a glimpse of something new. React Toastify. This is an npm package that we use to show toasters. Toasters are something that show our users some useful messages. npm I React Toastify. We go here and we will be using, we need the toast container. Do we need any CSS? No, we don't. I'm going to go to the app and here I'm going to import toast container and I'm going to add it right outside the like this, right outside the router. Now every time I'm supposed to show a toast, for example, on this delete function, if I want to show a toast, I am going to show it like this. Let me just import it first. React Toastify, we don't need to import the CSS. Instead, we are going to go here and we are going to say toast.success to do deleted successfully. And then navigate to, do we have navigate over here? Yes, we can also navigate to like this. Let's go back. Let's delete one. See, it says to do deleted successfully. Simply, similar way, if we go here in the create to do one, we are going to again import toast from React Toastify. Here we can say toast to do updated successfully, and here we can say to do added successfully, and set the title to be empty. And also navigate as well. Exactly. We don't need this. We don't have navigate over here, so we are going to go import use navigate from React Router DOM, and here we are going to say const navigate use navigate. Nice. Now if we go here and we say add to do update, it almost says immediately, and the to do is updated right now. The reason for that is that we are not doing this inside of our function. So once we have received the response, we are going to do this over here, and that's when it's going to say it's updated successfully. See, perfect. And if we add a new to do, let's say create new, this is a new to do. See, perfect. So this was our React and Tailwind tutorial to create a to-do app. I'm hoping that you guys all got to learn a lot. I in fact learned a lot. And if you liked this video, press the subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment. And if you want me to create a video on something specific that you want to learn, please mention it in the comments and I will definitely get onto it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, inshallah.